Hey guys, so this week is the last week for our students as well as some of our staff, including myself, here at Native American Christian Academy. And with this video, I just decided to look back on some of the memories and maybe talk about some things that happened while I was here. So the year started off kind of rocky. I didn't know anyone and I was really shy. And then I met two incredible guys who became my best friends. One of them is actually living with my parents back home while I stayed here, and then the other one is here, whatever. And so anyway, I ended up coaching to help interact with the students more, but the first sport up was cross country. And I mean, look at me. Do I look like I run? No. So for cross country, it was me and this guy, Jacob, who's one of my best friends, and he helped last year, so he ran with the students all the time, and he showed off, and he was basically the coach, and I was just kind of there. But I also helped with like the end of the line, and I kept times and stuff. So that was pretty cool. We ended up doing a state championship where the girls placed second, which I was proud of because I was in charge of them, whereas the boys placed fourth. Just saying, Jacob, I'm a better coach. So anyway, with that was fun. And then the next sport was volleyball that I helped with, and that was pretty cool. Again, I don't know anything about volleyball. The only sports I actually do know anything about is actually hockey and baseball, which is two sports they don't have here at the school one. And I mean, we're in Arizona, and the part where we're at, it's hot all the time, so you're not going to want to stand out on a pitcher's mound and play baseball, or there's no hockey rink around here. I mean, the closest ice rink is in Flagstaff. So with that being said, we did some of that coaching, and then we helped with Saturday activities. And the one that is my favorite that I participated in was one with my best friend Robert and my best friend Jacob. And we did like a worship night, worship with Downpour, and that was like our stage name or whatever, and it was super fun. I wore pigtails and my hair was messy, and Jacob's was in a mohawk, and you know, Robert had an afro, so that worked. And we were just crazy and having fun and dancing around on stage, and I got to sing 2 songs, and my girls still have those songs stuck in their head, so that to me is incredible because music is my life, and so to have it reflected in them, that's awesome. And then we also did like kids clubs every other Wednesday where we talked about missionaries across the world, and we went to Eurasia and Africa and other places. I don't really remember all of them, but those are fun, and helping out with that, I got to do a lot of the fast facts, so I got to make up clues and hide them around the chapel and things like that, and I just think that was incredible. And our kids are still praying for our missionaries across the world. I got to share about my friend back home who went to Sweden, and that was incredible for him, and how every time he wrote me a letter here, how it was me doing that for him and then him doing it for me is just incredible. We also went to like Christmas parades, and Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and just seeing the kids like never going to these things, and just the new experiences were incredible. So as well as all the fun stuff, we also had a lot of difficulties here, and I can remember a few of them. Specifically in my dorm, we had a problem with kids battling spiritual battles and them trying to do it on their own. And it happened in all the dorms, but in my dorm I can remember just these 2 innocent girls who have so much to live for, and they were doing eraser burns, which seems minor, but it's actually pretty major, and it's almost equivalent to cutting. They just don't have that type of equipment handy. So in those situations, like, that's tough, and what do? And you know, that's when you turn to God the most, and so that's incredible. We also had different movie experiences. Like, my girls love to watch movies just as much as I do, and because I'm a big movie junkie, I have a ton of movies here, and so just watching different ones and buying new ones. I bought God's Not Dead, and with God's Not Dead, there was this movie at Walmart, What If? And it was kind of like, what if God gave you a second chance at life? And just watching those movies and growing with the kids and seeing different actors that we knew, like in What If, there's Debbie Ryan, who is Jessie from Jessie on Disney Channel. And so having that connection and that bond with them is just incredible. And then we have devotions. Now, devotions are just me and the girls, and so I geared them towards what they were going through. That was a huge struggle for me because when I first started, I had little girls, meaning I had 3rd grade and 4th grade, which was super easy in the sense of they're not going to have major problems that you would talk with like 7th and 8th grade girls. Well, then we merged the 5th and 6th grade with the 3rd and 4th grade, and it got a little difficult. But I just remember God speaking through me to them, and from my 3rd grade to my 6th grade, we were all on the same page, and it wasn't dumbed down, but it wasn't super smart, and you know, it was me talking. So, and just reading the word and getting in there, and that to me is just incredible. And this place here is just awesome, and I could rave about it forever, but the experiences here were tough, and it makes you realize like there's no amount of preparation that you can have to come be a missionary or come to a place like this. But I encourage all of you to go out and do work and witness trips, do missionary work. At some point in your life, step in a place like this, step out of your comfort zone. Staff member last year at our work and witness trip said, if you're comfortable, you're probably in the wrong place. Now, that's probably not the exact quote, but it's something like that. And I encourage all of you to live by that. God wants us to be uncomfortable. In fact, God tells us that life's not going to be easy. But in Luke 1:37, it says, for nothing is impossible with God. And I truly believe that. I mean, look at me. I'm here. And the only reason I'm here is because I survived this year. So many times I wanted to quit, but I never walked away from God. And I never walked away from God's work. So that's all for today. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please, I encourage you to click the thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them down below. And subscribe if you like it. Otherwise, just keep watching. And you guys have a blessed day. I'm praying for you guys, and I hope that you are praying for me as well as the students here at Native American Christian Academy. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week in California.